information going into tomorrow's race. You just see here Fabio Quartararo is gingerly getting himself up to speed, no rushing. 150.2 has just been set by
Ooh.
Be careful, Fabio. That's going to hurt those hips as well, isn't it? Last night he said the right hip was red. Well, I think it's going to be black and blue on the left as well. Very painful couple of crashes for the world champion leader. Jack Miller, of course, absolutely furious at the end of FP3. Was on a good lap to put himself up into the top 10, had done, got him up into P5. But because of the crash of Fabio Quartararo, the yellow flags were out. The lap time was cancelled. Jack storming up to race control. I don't think he was very happy. But there's nothing really you can do about it, Jack Miller. The rules are the rules. They do seem harsh at times. You just wonder, don't you, whether or not, in general, Jack's pretty grumpy with the scenario that they're facing here. I don't think anyone expected that to see the Ducati struggling.
Quartararo had a big crash today.
That just exasperated.
And we are seeing the rhythm now. We are seeing the rhythm. Let's see what happens.
See how much conditions have improved today with that slightly later start to get the
Let's see if Quartararo can keep the pace or he's hurt, because
which has not been the case so far this
Quartararo is the late one, the last one to get out.
Nakagami, Bradle, Smith, Alicia Spargo,
yes,
and Alex Marquez. They're also
I've been waiting. Yes, yeah, I've been a while out for business and things, but I'm getting back to this channel and to keep on going, because the championship is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. How is that getting?
A millisecond. Here comes Jack Miller with.
Okay, the track's still cold, very cold, not as cold as it was this morning, but
you know, Crutchlow has looked pretty solid in every session so far here this weekend in Aragon.
It's amazing because there's no Ducatis on the first two rows for tomorrow.
How to manage the pain and discomfort of that recovering right arm, all the complications he's had after the arm pump surgery in Mazzano. It's been a very difficult period, but as so often is the case with Cal Crutchlow, you jam his back up against the wall, he tends to come out fighting. It's when Cal can be at his strongest and most dangerous, when people are starting to write him off. An impressive display thus far for this young man as well, the rookie Alex Marquez.
Yeah. The favorite is El Favorito es Quartararo.
He got himself inside the top 10 in both FP2 and FP3. It looks like slowly but surely he's finding out what the limits are.
Morbidelli now have a great chance
to find himself on those first 2 or 3 rows. Well, he's already demonstrated so many times this year. Second half of race.
Viñales is there, close to the money already. Look, because Morbidelli is trying medium. Crutchlow is trying medium, and Viñales is trying soft, as well as Mir, and as well as Quartararo. Quartararo is getting close to the money. It doesn't seem that he's too. Let's see, not only the time shit. Can I see the screen? No, they close it. They don't let me. Can you hear the commentators? And I'm gonna be explaining, but I can't because they closed the channel. This is very important because it's not for the grid, it's for the rhythm, for the pace. Let's see, Viñales is improving in the second.
Checking out the team boss there, who we just saw, his crew chief Christophe Beefy Bourguignon.
We are with the live timing, we are a bit ahead of the images, so we're gonna deduct that something is happening before if we are looking to the time sheets. Now Franco Morbidelli is the fastest, 48.7. We have to remember that we did 47s yesterday. Um, Crutchlow looking quite good. Quartararo is there. Viñales close. Let me see the live timing to get some advantage. Viñales 49.1. They are taking it easy, and we don't know if Mir and Viñales are using the old, very, very wasted and used soft tires to test, to check if um, if they're gonna last enough. Quartararo now is improving. He's in red on the first.
800ths of a second off. Impressive by Crutchlow. We know there's nothing wrong with this pain threshold. We'll find out tomorrow and in the latter stage of today how good and high Fabio Quartararo's pain threshold is as well. Taka Nakagami on the second of the LCR Hondas. Where's he going on this current lap? Second, 148.
Hey, what's your prediction? I think what I need to know now is what it seems to be that Quartararo, no big dramas. You know, when I saw the live this morning, I was scared, and his reactions and he being not being able to stand up and being taken to the hospital with, by the ambulance. This was like wow, and the sound of the heat, because you close the direction, and then with this part of the body, the impact you give to the to the bone of the bike, it's super scary. I mean, and I think Maverick have something a bit more in terms of pace. Not much more, but a bit more in terms of pace. The thing is that the difference is that the Yamaha are not gonna be trapped by the Ducatis, because there's no Ducatis in the first two rows. So this could be very good for Mir also, because sometimes, if there's a Miller, a Dovizioso, uh, they can accelerate super fast, they can brake super late, and you cannot put your fast pace, your fast drive in the middle of the corner. So if tomorrow we have the chance to get the three Yamahas going and Mir for, um, if that happens, which is something probable that could happen. Ooh, Alex Marquez there.
Good session yet again, though. So far this weekend. In terms of pace, it is really close.
In terms of pace, that is what we are talking. I think Maverick is favorite, because I think he's wasting the tires to the end. Let me see if I can. So my favorite is Maverick, but I've been waiting for Valentino back to the track. Yeah, but he caught the coronavirus. He caught the coronavirus. He can't ride here, and he's not gonna be able to ride in Aragon 2, which is gonna be next week. So he had a chance for the title, with all the mistakes everyone is doing, and with the very little points anyone have. Viñales improving. Let me see the time. Quartararo is coming on red on the second. Red on the second for Quartararo. Red on the third. Quartararo now is pushing a lot. Let's see if now Maverick is also red on the second. Let's see. Let me see, because this is T1 is 31, 2, 31, 1. The T2 is. This is very important, because of course we don't know exactly in this kind of race pace simulation. You don't know exactly if they have the same amount amount of full of gas. The tires are new or are used, so it's very difficult to calibrate. But you can take some. Now 23.3 in the third, T3, T4. Let me see if someone is saying anything. Sorry. Okay, there's someone here. Thanks for being there. I'm just very, very excited for what's happening here. Maverick now is pushing very hard. I think Maverick is the favorite. It's 49.0 for Maverick. It's 1/10 away, but he's keeping the rhythm. And Quartararo made a very fast lap, but now he just stopped. Vinales, it's 1/10. Yeah, it's 1/10. It's 48.8, 48.77. So it's a tenth.
The potential is much higher compared to the medium. It's less stable, but the difference is quite big. So I guess that tomorrow.
So Cywil, great races. Because if the three Yamahas go away with Mir and with another Suzuki, we're gonna see a fight. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I don't see the only reason if somebody won't take the real. So I have to remind that we're still in the FP4. So the FP4 means that Vinales is improving in the first. Now he's gonna go through the third. Vinales is improving in the third with a partial of 123.2.
If you're aggressive with that soft run, it won't last the race. Is that what you're saying? Yes, it will last, but it will move. You know, if you aggress too much the tire, and then is overheating, and then it will.
Vinales is going through the final sector. 48.9, 2/10 away. He's very constant.
Just under 14 minutes left.
I don't think he's going to be wasting in the FP4 new softs. He's trying the soft he used yesterday. So this is going to be with a waste soft. So I expect Vinales can improve a lot in the QP2 because he's automatically through. I mean,
exactly a second slower.
So this is only for the pace. Quartararo still there, 23.3. It's a bit slower in the third, but now he's not in his best lap.
Given how kind of apprehensive would have been at the start of this session about those couple of cold front tyre crashes, stellar performance by Fabio.
Oh, now 49.0, which is fast. Morbidelli's in the pit for such a long time. I don't know why.
A lot of eyes were
I don't know why.
Coming into this weekend, a circuit he loves. We expected KTM's to go well. It's taken time.
Marian Dani, que mana Sajapa, Baru. Oh, I can understand you. Sorry. Can Vinales do his best to his pole? Probably. Yeah. I think that the pole is going to be among Vinales, Morbidelli, Quartararo, and Mir. I think Mir have a chance to make the pole, and I think the favorite for the race is Vinales. Depending on, you never know what end up happening. Vinales is very close to the fastest time. Let me see here. Ooh, Vinales. Yeah. I think my favorite is Vinales because now Vinales is making a very good lap. He's red on the third. He's getting to the back straight, braking super hard, and then he's doing the left corner super fast. The Yamaha have a corner in speed in the middle of the corner. This is amazing, and this is a 48.7. He gets first. So 48.7.
Familiar theme, isn't it, here in Aragon so far this weekend?
It looks very well for Viñales. Let's see how injured. I mean, it's not major. We know that Quartararo have no drama, but but of course there's 28 laps, so you know all the heat and all this big hit here is a big contusion. There's no can Viñales do his best? Hey man, where are you? Long time to see you. Yeah, Molan Pijar. How are you doing? Very nice to see you. Yeah, I was for business outside. I was Marian Dani say Indonesian. Hello Indonesia. Jakarta, Indonesia. Such a long time, but I missed it so much, man. I missed it so much. Let me see the times. Just one moment. This is very important.
Recent history, Ducati are going to be in the game, having a great chance to fight for the podium and even better, maybe the victory, but just has not happened at all.
Viñales is about to get through. He's not fast now. He just no 51.3. This is not a fast time. Quartararo still pushing, still pushing. There's 9 minutes to go. 9 minutes 30 seconds to go. Well, my life timing is a bit ahead. So if I see something strange there, but I don't think they're gonna risk too much before the qualifier. I don't think
it just shows how much potential and performance you can get out of that soft mix and rear tire immediately. One lap is all.
Okay, now Viñales is pulling again. Quartararo is gonna get through. This is quite fast. He's not improving, but he's in the rhythm. And I think Quartararo and Viñales, we're gonna see for the first time this year a big fight against Viñales and Quartararo, because they are not going to be Ducatis stopping the rhythm in the middle of the corner.
The big surprise of the weekend was Ducati. And is this World Championship?
Yes, that's FP4. That's FP4. You know, I cannot show the live timing. I just can be here trying to explain what's happening. In some countries, this is going to be free. In Spain, that's why I'm speaking in English, because in Spain you can see that for free. So it have no sense to speak it in Spanish, because you can watch it on TV. And 8 minutes and a half to go. What happened here? Ooh. Yeah. Okay, Nakagami improved a lot the first sector, and he's not away. He's not gonna improve, but Binder is coming fast now.
The temperature is playing an important role. I think that with this temperature it will be much better. I don't think that we will be far from the top guys in this condition. Anyway, we'll see tomorrow for the race. But I think
Viñales improving again.
We start now to understand better the medium tire that we suppose could be the one for the race.
Let me see the second, because this is gonna be the hit. You know, Alex Marquez red on the first, Rins red on the first.
Interesting then to see where Ducatis are on the grid on the right. Yeah, we're all surprised, and they're all surprised, aren't they? Down at Ducati, expecting much more.
Let me see the second for Viñales. This is a 3.
These hotter conditions that Ducati starting to pick up some speed, much needed speed after the very disappointing opening 3 practice sessions, where you have to say for most of the part of it, they were absolutely nowhere.
Nakagami again improving in the first. Nakagami, I'm afraid of Nakagami because he loses everything from the third to the third and fourth sectors. But he's very fast in the first, and the Honda accelerates, so it can broke the first. I mean, it can be the Miller of last races, you know.
Of course, former teammates.
I don't think he's close enough. Let me see. It's very, very close, because I don't know if they are.
14, 4 rings. Then he's still just about in touch as they.
Morbidelli now is doing his thing. 41.
from Rins, 3/10 from
One.
Marquez. These
It's
are
not
laps that
fast.
could put Rins inside the top 8, top
Okay.
9. Marquez already in the top 10.
Yeah, he's heading
Yeah,
towards the top
Marcus
six
is
here as well,
6.
Steve.
It's gonna become 6. We know it before the images because we can see the live timing. So you know it a bit earlier.
Was he heading to the top 6? That's where we thought he was going. Yeah, 6th place, but immediately relegated
I don't
back down
know
to
who's
7th.
gonna chance
Excellent
Vale.
lap coming in yet again from Alex Marquez,
Vale
down to
is
a
no
48.
one is gonna
8.62, that's
sit
just
it.
over a tenth away
Vale.
from Maverick
No one.
Vinales, proving the point which we know
Let
from
me
Alex
see.
Marquez. Race pace has not really been an issue at any stage in 2020. Qualifying has, but he's in Q2 for the first time and with a great opportunity to find himself qualifying inside the top 10 for the first time. Yeah, 2 rookies in the top 8, 3 Hondas in the top 6.
No.
Really impressive. And there's another lap coming
Morbidelli
in.
is coming super fast now, Morbidelli.
And Marquez, as there is for this man that
He's trying the front medium. Morbidelli is trying the front medium.
Italian with
So,
Brazilian roots, Franco Morbidelli, a 10th up through sector 2.
48.6 for Morbidelli.
So far this weekend, of having never had a
48.6
MotoGP
for
pole before
Morbidelli.
Barcelona, making it 2 in the last 3 races. No, you wouldn't. Really strong pace.
Marquez is improving. He was red on the first, second on the orange on, I mean improving in the second, improving in the third, and now he's gonna go through. He's very close to Rins. Rins is not that fast. I assuming they are very close. Ooh, Marquez went first, fastest.
In dry conditions, exactly what he's
Marquez, this is a 48.6. They don't know yet, but because I'm watching that from the live timing, now they are gonna say it.
Alex Marquez, this final sector, Honda are pretty strong in.
Look.
This could be P1 for Alex Marquez.
Yes.
He's got a great reference up ahead of him.
It will
Alex
be.
Marquez then.
It is.
Who's in Q2
look
in the
how
drive for the first
fast
time
he
this
gets
year.
that
Might
part.
just be about to go to the top of the pile across the line for the number 73. He does a
48.6.
Wow.
48.6 for Marquez.
Alex Marquez.
Woo. Keep it up. I mean, don't go to box just now. Just keep it up, Marquez.
Just had a massive lift, haven't they?
Oh,
A massive boost. Not just on the Marquez side.
He made a mistake in the first
just
sector.
in general, the whole of HRC has been such a tough season.
Maybe he was getting too close
of the year last time
to another rider or something. Let's see the second. No. It's not rhythm, but he maybe can do a good lap for the qualification.
Was going to be on the podium in Le Mans last weekend.
Okay, the Maverick tires should be destroyed
in Motorland. We've seen it before
because he didn't enter. He made 14 laps, which is more than anyone in the field, and I think he did it with the used soft tires, and so I assume that now he's gonna get Mir 48.6 Mir. Oh. I think, my opinion, this is only my opinion, and sorry, but I think that Alex is great, man. He's doing very good. And I think that the champion is going to be Joan Mir. I think Joan Mir is a superstar.
So he'll be liking that, gives him that little bit more braking stability.
Less than 3 minutes to go. Mir 48.6.
It's just done it the exact same lap time as Franco and Morbidelli. The pair of them have 1:48.694.
Paul is not far away. It's not far away. 48.67 by Paul. In the middle, in the mix.
There's some hope for Ducati, by the way. Dovi's just gone across the line. Okay, he's in ninth, but he's only 2/10 of a second off. That's a big leap forward for them.
Because in terms of pace, you have to take into account that there's 2/10 among the 12 first. And Dovizioso is the only Ducati among these top 12. Morbidelli improving. Morbidelli is gonna lower 48.5 by Morbidelli. Morbidelli is a contender, a serious contender for that race.
Excellent pace throughout
Amazing Morbidelli, yeah.
Although it looks like he will be knocking Alex Marquez off his perch because a tenth to play with.
They are not losing in the straight as they used.
The problem for Frankie is that at the moment, get this, he is 15 kilometers an hour down on the back straight compared to anyone else, compared to Dovi. He was asked pre-weekend how he was going to contend with that kind of speed deficit. He said, simple, I'm not going to worry about it.
Super fast 40.
And he has nailed it. He's nailed a fast lap time, probably the best of this FP4 session, a 1:48.55.
And he keeps pushing. This is very fast also. Morbidelli is a serious contender for that race.
A real strong session for him.
Let's see, this is the 10 is the time is over. So we're gonna see the last seconds about that. Morbidelli is red on the second again. Marquez fast, Mir fast, Paul fast, Viñales improving, Quartararo fast in the first sector, I'm saying, of the last, and Nakagami fast. Then the Vitios and Crutchlow second group. But the winning group is Morbidelli, one. Alex, I think Alex Marquez, let's see, keep it up. One more, Alex. Viñales red on the second. So I think that there's possibilities of a group race of Morbidelli, Viñales, Quartararo, and Mir and Marquez and Paul could be there with them.
Inside the top 10.
Viñales,
on those medium tires as well.
Good. He made a mistake. He made a mistake in the third. Well, but he's on the maze and his tires are destroyed, absolutely destroyed.
Trying to get himself the same spec machine.
Like at least 25 laps among yesterday and today. Amazing. So there's someone there. Yeah, I also think he have a great chance. And this is not a good circuit historically for him, for Suzuki. But I think he's a super master, man.
Yeah, just starting up the opposition here, isn't he, Davizio? So he spent a good 3 or 4 laps
very good.
Rear tyre, so he would have seen and gleaned a lot from the Suzuki strengths and weaknesses. Not that he really
and Maverick is finishing his last lap in the rhythm. He's not improving, but he's in the rhythm.
Suzuki
2 tenths away. So we're gonna go to the main course.
Some hope at the end of this free practice 4 session, 9th and 10th for them. The LCR guys going strong, 7th and 8th for Nakagami and Cal Crutchlow. Well, Alex Marquez and Antoine Mir tried their best
somebody there.
to knock Yamaha off top spot here this weekend.
Where are you? Long time to see you.
4 practice sessions and 4 top spots.
Yeah, I mean, I had things with business and I had no time to do it, but you know, I enjoy it so much and I love it so much that I'm gonna prepare the session, the Q2. I need fresh paper. Wait a moment.
That's the option for Fabio Quartararo, who I don't believe had a single look at a media tyre in that session then. The way it's gone in 2020, you would not put it past this young man somehow finding his way to a 10th MotoGP pole position coming up very, very soon in Q2.
Okay. So now the thing is,
so then,
now starts the big part.
Okay. At the end of the session. How's he feeling? Just stretching a bit on the motorcycle. That'll feel a bit uncomfortable, but
let me see what's happening here.
Giving that leg a good stretch.
Yeah, he's hurting. I mean, he had a big accident. He can walk. He can barely walk. They are heroes. They are heroes. Anyone who once picked a simple motorcycle, a scooter or something, should recognize that. So this is P1.
Not a bad job there by Taka Nakagami as well. 7th. He was only a
Okay.
quarter of a second away from the top spot. I mean, the times are so ridiculously tight. It just shows you, doesn't it, Matt? At 1 lap speed, again, the Yamahas seem to have that edge.
Okay,
the
now
ability
they're
to be able to
gonna
go fast from the off on the soft tyres. They do look to have
put
that
soft
advantage.
tire.
Like to
Let's
Morbidelli,
see
Vinales,
in terms
bottom
of
right, but in
qualifying.
race train, that's a tough
This
one
is
to
a
go
very.
for
I'm
tomorrow.
gonna make
Yeah,
a
this one looks
photograph of
great.
this
Looks in
list
fantastic nick.
because
Morbidelli,
this is
quickest FP3,
probably
quickest FP4. It's been
what's
his
gonna
Saturday
tell
so
us
far.
more
What a
in
job
terms of
by
race
this man,
pace.
Alex Marquez.
Okay, so I got it.
It's become the norm in Aragon to see a Repsol Honda right towards the summit of the timesheets, and it's back there again in the hands of a rookie, an exceptional rookie as well. A man who's really burying the critics.
What I want to eat first after this, I'll back. Okay, take care, man. This is getting super exciting now. So I'm gonna be
picking up there in the distance, but nothing to really give the riders too many concerns. A very intriguing and interesting
Morbidelli
session then
strong here, very
with
strong.
another Yamaha on top spot. This time in the hands of Franco Morbidelli, a 1:48.551, just ahead of the impressive rookie Alex Marquez and championship contender Joan Mir third.
Let's see if I can do it.
Fourth, and Maverick Vinales fifth. The injured Fabio Quartararo.
I'm gonna take the melody of it. Okay.
On those hotter conditions of the Catties coming into prominence. They were 9th and 10th respectively, ahead of Alex Rins, Oliveira. Double Moto2 winner Brad Binder was 13th. Le Mans winner Petrucci 14th. It's been an unforgettable weekend so far for Toro Pecco Bagnaia. He was down in 18th place, nowhere near the 48th that he needs. John Zarco struggling as well.
Zarco struggling, Rabat struggling, Banai, all the Ducatis struggling. Look, Petrucci's 14th. 6 tenths away,
really good rhythm from Franco
probably
Morbidelli.
more in terms of rhythm.
In there, and it was similar to that yesterday.
Rins is not good, Dovizioso is not good,
Crutchlow looks in fine form.
Crutchlow is not that far away.
And it was M&M at the top of the timesheets.
But I think my favorite for the win is Vinales.
The best work
and my favorite for the championship is Mir.
A couple of the 148
Mir is gonna be fighting for the podium in a circuit that is very.
At the moment, the man on form going into it is this man, Franco Morbidelli.
Yeah, but I think that the champion is going to be Mir. It's my opinion. So someone there. Okay. So they start right away, qualifying 1. Okay. Here they go.
Welcome back to northeastern Spain here, Motorland Aragon. Double header coming up, of course. We won't go anywhere after this weekend. We remain here for the inaugural Grand Prix of Teruel. But who goes into that one with the advantage, and who will be on par for the Grand Prix of Aragon here this weekend? There's just the 5 races remaining in 2020. We're into the final third of this World Championship. It's business time. And this is a huge half an hour or so coming up in MotoGP. Qualifying has become so crucial at this level, particularly this year. And there's a few Ducati riders, more than a few, that have got a huge 15 minutes coming up. Steve Day, Matt Burt, Simon Crafar then to bring you qualifying live from Aragon. It's been a pretty tough weekend so far for Joan Zarco. A great home Grand Prix for him 6 days ago. 5th place he finished in the end, Zarco. That's his best result since the podium in Brno. But Matt, 2 big crashes here yesterday have affected his confidence. And it's difficult to see a way that Zarco will find his way through Q1 here at this moment in time. It would be a mammoth effort. Yeah, it would be 14th at the end of the first 3 practice sessions, and then second to last in what we've just seen in a very tight and competitive FP4 session. So yeah, plenty of work for Joan Zarco to do. Andrea Dovizioso, well, he was on medium mixed tyre combination towards the back end of that FP4, where finally he started to show some of the real form and potential of Andrea Dovizioso. Picked himself up, dusted himself down for a turn 6 crash this morning in cool conditions. Dovizioso vital that he can find one of those 2 top spots coming up in this 15-minute battle. Miguel Oliveira has not been far away from the top 10 all weekend. We know that he can deliver a fast lap when he wants to. KTMs have been finding speed gradually as things move on. These are the riders that will take part in this session. Oliveira, Binder, Dovi, Zarco, the two Pramac Ducati boys as well.
Yeah, all the Ducatis, Petrucci, Zarco, Dovizioso,
and Smith. Vital session coming up. We just mentioned Pramac Ducati,
Bravo,
Bagnaia and Miller. Can they do
Oliveira,
it? What was the feedback from FP4?
Miller.
Let's go down into pit lane. Simon's with Francesco.
It's a disaster for
Yes,
Ducati.
Francesco, I know you must be a little bit nervous going into this one. Like Jack did a really good time, should have been through to Q2, but apparently a yellow flag out there and that lap taken away. He must be relatively confident he can do it again now and get through.
Yeah, it's like you said, we are a bit ashamed because he was in Q2, but yeah, there was a yellow flag. The rules it's like this, and it's we have to accept, no question. But yeah, pretty confident. But especially in this condition, when you have to push, you risk a lot, and you never know what happens. So yeah, confident, but we have to do it.
And can you give us your thoughts on Pecco's side of the garage? How's he feeling going into this?
It's getting better. It's not perfect. It's not good as Jack, but especially in the FP4 with the medium front was a bit better. So let's see what happens.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck to Francesco Guidotti. Good luck to Jack Miller and Pecco Bagnaia. He's just watched that one back. If he can deliver a lap like he did earlier, he'll go through. But everyone's game has just taken an upward step in that FP4 session, including this man, Brad Binder. This Q1 session is very much a European manufacturer affair, isn't it?
Okay, they are on track already. I can see it in the live timing.
All of the Ducatis involved in this opening session. Who will find a way through that? In fact,
Dovizioso
second qualifying session.
He's gonna have to take some risks here.
Andrea Dovizioso. Well, if Dovi is fighting for a podium here tomorrow and better still a win, you'd say that he's got to get through. Yeah, it's going to be hard work coming from deep down the field. He knows that. He saw the consequence of a poor qualifying in Barcelona when he was taken out in a second corner incident involving Petrucci and Zarco. So he knows how important qualifying can be. It's so easy to get caught up in a bit of trouble mid-pack. The riders head out then, ready for Q1 to begin for the Michelin Grand Prix of Aragon. There is Brad Binder, number 33, just up ahead of fellow rookie Ika Lecuona. Lecuona's found it going tough of late here in MotoGP. Behind him is his teammate, Miguel Oliveira. Here is Dovi. Got Danilo Petrucci, the French Grand Prix race winner, just behind him on circuit.
Oh!
So often in his career, Andrea Dovizioso has been written off and has come back fighting. So many times this year, he's been written off in the World Championship, and yet he's still there. Yeah, it's another racetrack, isn't it, in 2020, where kind of previous history and what we expected has been quickly chucked out of the window. I mean, with Marc Marquez absent and him being so dominant in Aragon of late, the fact that Andrea Dovizioso was runner-up to Marquez over the last couple of years, I think everybody felt that the Ducati works well here. And Andrea Dovizioso, it's a circuit that he's excelled at over the last couple of years as well, but it hasn't really gone true to form, has it? As we get a factory Ducati look. Dovizioso leading,
but he's not the best on field. Bradley Smith
like that as well in Brno, wasn't it?
Now the faster now.
Ducatis are going to be up
Binder,
there. An absolute mare.
Oliveira. It's not going to be easy for Dovizioso because he made the worst first partial of
already you can
the
see
12th.
that Petrucci's closed that gap. So of the two factory Ducatis, Petrucci
Keep
looks
improving,
the faster
but
right
because he's the but no.
Yeah, for a good chunk of that.
I mean, they are coming. Petrucci is
two
like
were vying for
almost a
victory
second
in the right
faster
conditions.
in the
At the end of it,
T2.
they went the way of Petrucci for his second Premier Class victory.
Let me see that
Dovizioso
something
just running out of
stabilized.
grip
Let's waste
on that
the
software
first tire to get a reference point.
Corkscrew. Yeah, Dovi's rolled out of this lap. He's allowed his teammate through to complete his first flying lap. Petrucci also then sits up and rolls out of it. So there's nothing impressive coming at the moment in these first flying laps from the boys in red.
Okay, the Vicioso 51-4 by down. 48-9 by Smith. I think Smith was following the Vicioso. And Banaya, but they have no pace. But I think that many people are going to be able to make a 48 for one lap.
Both the factory riders for Ducati are on soft front, soft rear. So is Jack, but I noticed Pecco's on medium front, soft rear.
Okay, well, it looks like there's a mistake.
Okay, the Vicioso now is red.
Graphics gone kaput. First
Smith
lap comes in from
is
Dobby,
losing
but he was
everything in
sitting
the
up,
first.
so it won't really count for much. As Bradley Smith then sets the pace, a 48.9 from the Aprilia rider. Yeah, still feeling pretty second now. Bradley Smith after a couple of big high sides last weekend in Le Mans. Both ankles with a bit of ligament damage, which will be pretty uncomfortable as he pushes his way around this fast and flowing Aragon circuit. Oliveira gets in hot into the first corner. Just got into second place thanks to a 49.069. Not beyond the realms of possibility that Brad Smith.
The three Ducatis are in the same spot of the circuit. Dovizioso is first, Petrucci is following Dovizioso, and Banaya is a bit behind. Fast Dovizioso and Petrucci, fast Banaya. Faster than them. I think he have the clear reference in front of him, maybe a second in front. And they are gonna improve the time right now.
And the ideal scenario for Aprilia is that they have Aleix Spargo and Andrea Iannone on the RSGP next year.
Petrucci 48.7, 48.4 by Naya. Okay, this is a first tire. Let's see if they lower that before taking the exact reference.
He's 7/10 of a second up. He's going through there, well, barging through on Ika Lecuona. Now, how much time has he lost?
This is for the
trying to find his way through on the rookie. He's got Johan Zarco just up ahead of him as well. But once he comes out of this,
48.0.
Miller will be going through sector 3.
Lap time cancelled for rider 53 with Rabat.
And they go in for
cancelled
top 2 places.
I suppose,
so far, so good luck, Pecco Bagnaia. Just out of his shot, we're on board with him now. He leads the way with a 48.485. Now that would be a bit of a turn up because Pecco Bagnaia has really suffered so far here this weekend. He's been quite comfortably the slowest of the quartet of GP20s. Here comes Miller then. Is it going to be a track one too? Surely it will be. It is a 48.084 from Jack Miller. Brad Binder goes second as well to pump Bagnaia out for the time being. So it's Miller and Binder as they go out for their
let's take this reference by Petrucci. 31.
So good luck from Jack Miller.
1:01.
47.7 is the fastest we've seen so far of the weekend, set by Maverick Vinales.
23.
Toffee's going to have to work some here to try and get himself into the top 2. Desperately trying to find some grip there.
So this is a reference.
10.
He's gonna improve.
Splash and dash there to Miguel Oliveira.
It's not probably gonna be the best time, but it's gonna give us
the lightest fuel load possible. No sense carrying.
Yeah, together with Dovizioso. 48.5.
Nothing going on this current lap.
Dobby is getting in the pits.
Surprised they don't pull into the pits at the end of this one. Well, if Petrucci is able to get a bit of slipstream from Dobby, he might be able to challenge Binder for second.
5.
That's possible. In fact, he's found another.
It's going to be a first reference.
So
because now in the second, Zarco now improved 48.6.
They're both coming round the corner.
Very cool.
Final corners, so
you have to take into account.
Where's this going to put Danilo Petrucci then? Dobby does peel into pit lane. Petrucci
you have to take into account that.
Petrucci. Oh, he doesn't manage it. A 48.5 for him then. That was 800ths of a second down on Brad Binder.
He went wide.
So we go again. Right now then, Dobby's...
Well, now it's only one lap. You don't need to keep it. You just have to do it.
Zarco. Can he make any inroads?
Oh!
A difficult weekend so far for Sponsorama Racing. Zarco, number 5 goes P5.
Not improving.
3-0 from him.
Ducati is suffering, is struggling a lot here.
The top 2 as well. And it knocks Dobby down another place. So everyone's gone out for their first runs. Miller and Binder right now would go through. Bagnaia's in third. Then it's Petrucci, Zarco, Dobby, Smith, Oliveira, Bradl, Lecuona and Rabat. Will that 48.084 be good enough? He's got quite a big buffer, hasn't he, at the moment to Binder by nearly
Okay,
4 tenths of a
here it
second.
goes, the
It's a rapid
second
turnaround for
tire.
Andrea Dovizioso there.
Dovizioso is the first one out.
But now it needs to be gloves off. It's interesting, isn't it? Dovi's not notorious for being
Dovi is in a very
strong
difficult
qualifying
situation
trim.
because
Time attack mode is not something that you
he have no contract for the next year.
You very rarely see Dovi
He,
going out looking for a turn.
yeah, it's, I don't know, someone in his position. Of course, the main thing was the money. He didn't accept the low offer Ducati made him after they paid him the biggest contract ever in Ducati. Well, no, I think the Lorenzo's one was bigger, but it was a huge contract, 2 years, 6 per year, I think, which is 12 million. 12 milli, man, 12 milli. So let's see what happened with that second tire. Okay, I can see something in the future watching the live timing. So I have maybe 1 minute ahead, so I can see what's happening before it happens. Alex is unstoppable. I think Mir will be world champion, says she will. What I want to eat first after and still upload. Okay, so ready to rumble because the thing is going right now. I mean, when this 4.5 minutes goes away, I don't know, the two. Let's see, ready to go. Petrucci going out. Let's see, this is the last chance to go to the Q2.
Qualifying session.
Dovizioso is improving in the first.
For the third successive year.
You know that I'm reading the future, 1 minute in the future. But when we count tenths of second, 1 minute, it's a lot.
Dovi then launches his assault on a place in Q2. What an important 4 minutes this is for the most experienced man in the field. With no Valentino Rossi.
Let's see what happens with Dovi. He's improving in the second.
Best regards to him.
The second sector.
Can Dovi force his way into Q2? 2 tenths off in sector 1. That's a personal best split from him. You can't really over-egg how important these couple laps coming up are for Andrea Dovizioso. He's got his hands full trying to beat that.
Dovizioso.
Set by Jack Miller. Short shifting around.
This is pretty fast.
This is not Ducati strong point, this left-hander.
Could improve, I don't know, not much. He's just ahead or behind Petrucci, I'm not sure. Okay, Dovizioso 48.2. So now he's Miller and Dovizioso, they are going through. Now, let's see how that goes down. Miller, nothing more, no. Let's see. Binder is improving. So if Binder improves 2 tenths, he goes through. He's in the third. He should have to take risks here. Ooh, Dovizioso is improving in the first. Ooh, Binder, red on the third. 22.6 is very fast. This is super fast by Binder. Super fast.
At this stage, there are still a couple of, 2.5 minutes remaining, but
Binder is going to improve.
In the pound seats where he needs to be. Sector 1 and Sector 2.
Sorry, I'm spoiling everything, but it's impossible for me not to watch. Go, 47.8! 47.8 for Binder. 47.8.
Yeah, now turn 15, the KTM this year. Its engine has got more power, it's got better acceleration. So
Binder so far, Dovi 48.2. Let's see Dovi if he can keep up with that. Miller, Dovizioso is red on the third.
the Brno winner.
pretty fast also. Binder keep pushing. I think Binder can get through.
Q1, surely he's going. Tommy does. 47.853. That's almost the best time of the weekend so far. They like that, but is it good enough? Because both of the factory Ducati
Hope he comes through.
Petrucci
Mir, yeah.
just marginally quicker
No,
than
Mir
Dobby
is,
right now.
is already through. Mir is in the Q2 directly. We are in the second group now. Now, when they finish, we're gonna go for the pole. And Mir is there.
Well, this is what happened on the first run. Dovizioso was leading around. Danilo Petrucci, Gigi Dall'Igna.
Miller is improving.
Will Petrucci be pushing?
Improving in the third.
Andrea Dovizioso further down the pack.
Miller is gonna improve the time. He's super fast. Super fast. Miller is coming super fast.
There's still a minute left, and Dobby does go fastest. And again, it's a 47.6. That's the fastest time of the weekend
No,
set.
but he's not improving. I think Dobby is gonna get the out because ooh, Miller, yeah, Dovizioso is out. He's not getting through, and Binder can let Miller out. Let's see. No, I don't think so. No. This is like that. Petrucci and Miller go through. Dovizioso doesn't.
But he struggled in that second split on the KTM. It's gone for Dobby.
So it's very uncomfortable for the Yamahas and the Suzukis too.
Dobby is out. Well, here comes
Dobby's
Miller.
out.
He's just got one corner left.
I spoiled all that part, sorry, but you know it before anyone.
Petrucci leads the way. Miller's done it. He's pasted from Dovizioso. A 47.737, 100th clear of Andrea Dovizioso. Binder's lap has gone. He won't make it through. Ikaleko won't had a good effort. Fifth for him. Miguel Oliveira's teammate.
Binder.
But the big
The KTM is very.
He's out. He will start the
Paul
Espargaró
about.
Where did it go wrong for Binder? Because he was up in sector 1. It's down at turn 12. It's just gone way too hot in there. And
He's safe.
So Binder will start from 14th. It's an easy mistake to make. Tricky over the crest, down the hill. At one point.
And Dovizioso 13th, and Zarco. Bradle is gonna be last. Rabat improved, and Rabat is gonna be the third from behind.
Zarco got left. Probably nothing that's going to trouble the top two.
Bradle is the last one, and probably his teammate is gonna do the pole. We don't know yet. Let's see. Well, ready to rumble, guys. This is gonna start now. Okay, so
you'd have to find a few tenths in the final sector. It's been one of the poorer Saturdays for Pecco Bagnaia, I'm afraid. Across the line, he's only able to move up one spot. Yeah, very poor indeed. Look at that. Dobby's fuming. Absolutely fuming. And
Dobby is throwing things in the box like super furious, like, yeah. I don't know what should be, but
so analytical, so cool, calm, and as well. Dobby's lost his rag and the glove. Zarco goes 6th. You know, the thing is, Matt, it's all very well not going through to Q2, but it stings even more when it's two other Ducati riders that have taken it from you. Well, the problem was as well, on both of his runs on the soft tyres, Petrucci was behind him on both occasions. Petrucci set the slightly faster lap time. Is that what's got his eye out? Clearly, Andrea Dovizioso, you do not see that very often at all in public. Andrea Dovizioso letting his emotions get the better of him. That's as angry and as upset and as incensed I've seen Andrea Dovizioso for a long, long time. Yet again, it's undaunted to unimpressed, isn't it? Is that the moment where Dobby sees the World Championship slipping? It's good news for Petrucci and Miller. Miller's given himself a lifeline there. He's into Q2. Just talking there to his crew chief, Christian Pupelet. Well, Miller's gone through, and he's gone through at the expense of Ducati's real main hope for this World Championship. Well, Jack might argue that he's still in the mix for this World Championship. I think that it's Danilo that will hurt more for Dovi.
Yeah.
They're good friends. We just want to remind you of that. They do get along very well, Danilo Petrucci and Andrea Dovizioso. But despite his victory on Sunday, Danilo Petrucci is not in the World Championship hunt.
All about personal glory right now for Petrucci.
So, fastest lap of that opening qualifying session goes to Danilo Petrucci at 1:47.605. 2 Ducatis through, Petrucci and Jack Miller, but not Andrea Dovizioso, who was dejected and disappointed, Dovi, at the end of that session. Binder fourth, Adebika Lekawona, Johan Zarco sixth. He was one place out of Pecco Bagnaia, who's going to start 17th. Tough day for Miguel Oliveira down in 8th. Bradley Smith was 9th. Tito Rabat 10th. Ahead of Repsol Honda replacement rider Stefan Bradl. So it got a little bit feisty at the end of that opening qualifying session. Topped then by Le Mans winner Danilo Petrucci, who came out of Q1 last weekend to take the race win in France. That's not happened too often. I think he was just a sixth rider, actually, to be in Q1 and then go through to take a Premier Class victory since that qualifying format was introduced back in 2013. But it's an angry Andrea in Aragon, that's for sure. Andrea Dovizioso not happy to be finding himself in that second qualifying session. Danilo Petrucci then is fastest in Q1, is joined by Jack Miller as we get ready to decide the grid for the Michelin Grand Prix of Aragon. Q2 coming up next.
Okay. Let's see if they loaded it already down. The new list? No, not yet.
In Motorland
Okay,
Aragon,
here we go.
air temperature, 27 on track as we decide the grid
Here we go.
for the Grand Prix
This
tomorrow.
is where everything.
Will be on pole position.
It's very different because
Disaster for Dovi, a very upset Dovi.
yeah, very upset, throwing things and to the box.
Petrucci and Miller went. They will be battling in a way with Vinales, Morbidelli, Quattararo, Crutchlow, Hollis Spargaro,
Very cold weather, like
Nakagami, Rinzan, Alicia Spargaro.
Like 14 degrees.
Simon, you just saw that.
It's quite
with
cold.
Dovi. We've not seen that too often. You've got some thoughts ahead of this Q2.
And this morning was horrendously
There's a bit
cold.
of a queue, as you can imagine. Speak to David Tozzi, the team manager. From what I saw, the riders were working together, doing some strategy, helping each other, but it looked like both times Danilo got the benefit and Dovi didn't get his, and I think that's why he's angry. But let's find out from the team manager as soon as we can.
Thanks very much, Simon. We'll look forward to hearing that. The Griffin Vulture overhead, keeping his eye on things.
They made a team strategy to help each other, and he didn't get his turn back, let's say. And he was super
Nobody does it better.
furious.
But how
Furious.
is he feeling ahead of this qualifying session? He's got to stretch his body to the
so this
maximum,
is it.
especially after that huge crash earlier on.
He has indeed a big crash at turn 14 for Fabio Quattararo. Can he take a remarkable 10th pole position in MotoGP? Vinales, Morbidelli, who's had an excellent day, topping FP3 and FP4. Quattararo, Crutchlow, Polispargaro, Juan Mir, Alex Marquez was excellent in FP4 in second. Taka Nakagami, Alex Rins, Alex Spargo. They were already directly into Q2. Coming out of a fairly controversial conclusion to Q1 was Le Mans winner Danilo Petrucci and fellow Ducati rider Jack Miller. One of the big names on a Ducati that didn't come through was Andrea Dovizioso. And boy, was he upset with the outcome of that Q1 session. A very rare loss of control of his emotions by Andrea Dovizioso.
Okay, this is the last 15 minutes.
Interested to hear if Simon Crapard does manage to jot his name in front of that rather large queue gathering to speak to Davide Tardozzi to see exactly what went wrong for Dovizioso, what went right for Danilo Petrucci. Of course, he's come through. There's your revised Sunday schedule. Worth noting that everything pushed back by 1 hour tomorrow. So the Moto3 race here in Aragon will not get underway until 12 o'clock a local time, midday. Warm-ups a little bit later as well tomorrow morning, but we're looking forward to bringing you the race, that's for sure. Be interesting to see how this one goes. There's a few riders that are entering this session who, if they're able to get themselves on the front couple of rows of the grid, have got an outstanding chance of.
They are not loading the new list.
But yeah, it will be interesting to hear the views of Ducati. I mean, they will play it down. Why wouldn't you? But quite clearly, Dovi upset, and you would imagine it's just with the entire situation. They've been on the back foot since we arrived here in Aragon, and unfortunately, it's not worked out. Though he's arguably in a better position than this man right now. Thoughts with Valentino Rossi. Hope you're getting better. The 9-time world champion, unfortunately declared unfit for this Aragon Grand Prix due to coronavirus. Funnily enough, we saw a couple of his team members in the paddock earlier on, Alex Briggs and Brent Stevens. Now, you may be thinking, well, you know, those guys could just chill out and go home back to Australia. Well, not so. They're not allowed. They're actually just still here in the paddock, still in team clothing, still watching, spotting out on circuit a bit, but they cannot actually go anywhere. So they've got to go directly to Valencia when everyone else does. Yeah, they can't go home to Portimao. And then when they do get home, they've got a mandatory 2-week quarantine back in Australia around early mid-December before those boys get back to families. We just saw there Maverick Vinales, who was the quickest man at the end of the first 3 practice sessions. A very mixed day for Petronas Yamaha SRT. Franco Morbidelli, awesome, fastest in FP3 and in FP4. A bruising day for Fabio Quartararo, who had that big crash at the end of FP3 this morning at turn 14, just losing control in the braking zone on the curbs. And he's got a pain now in both hips, unfortunately, after the crash on his right hip yesterday at turn 8. It was the left hip that took the bashing this morning.
Mir is my candidate for the championship.
Down on Fabio Quartararo, but we know in race trip he's got the speed. We know at the end of races they can keep their tyres better than anyone else. Can Joan Mir crucially get himself on those front 2 rows? And what about this man, Alex Marquez? Absolutely brilliant performance in Le Mans, 18th to 2nd place.
Why my live timing is not working? Wait a moment.
He's not qualified higher than 17th so far in his rookie year, Alex Marquez. He's certainly going to improve on that one. Will he be a surprise contender for the front row? He's just had a superb FP4 session. Nothing going wrong with his race pace. Second he was.
He's not loading the live timing. I just can watch the images. They are already running.
Fighting it out then here in this session. Honda's looking strong as well. We just mentioned Alex Marquez, but don't discount Cal Crutchlow or Taka Nakagami from proceedings.
Quartararo is walking with pain. It's clear to see.
Of 2020 so far, just ahead of.
But I don't think it's a big drama. I mean, this morning it seems super hard and super difficult, but I don't think it's gonna be a drama. Okay, Maverick is my favorite for the race, but let's see. Morbidelli is gonna be very strong here.
Oh no, he was 11th, wasn't he, in France? I was thinking back to Catalonia.
So 13.5 minutes to go.
There's every chance he could fight for that again here.
Why my live timing is not loading? Come on. No.
Here's your mixed tyre allocation. Well, it's all going to be about soft tyres in this qualifying session. Who's going to?
Why it's not loading my live timing?
An all-time lap record of Marc Marquez set 5 years ago now, 46.635. Not many people thought yesterday that was going to be bested.
It is not working.
With it today. Yamaha have been the qualifying kings of 2020. Who will take pole? Well, there are 3 Yamaha men right there. Morbidelli, Quartararo and Maverick Vinales. And do not rule out Joan Mir. That would be going some for Suzuki to be on pole today. They've not had one since Aleix Espargaro in Barcelona way back in 2015. Yet Alex Rins never had a pole position in MotoGP. There is the number 42. Joan Mir obviously never had a pole position in MotoGP. Joan Mir's only had 1 front row start all year. That was, of course, at the Grand Prix of Styria, where he was in contention, probably and arguably should have been the race winner, were it not for the red flag that came out. Have we lost this afternoon one of the championship contenders in Andrea Dovizioso? Well, he's lost his temper, that's for sure, after a very interesting conclusion, shall we say, to that Q1 session where Andrea Dovizioso was fuming, absolutely raging, stormed out at the back of the Ducati garage, left a glove as a present for his somewhat bewildered crew, and that was the last we saw.
I need
Graham.
my live timing.
This afternoon, we can pop back down to pit lane. Simon
It's
Kramer
not.
has grabbed the word with the Ducati team boss Davide Tardozzi to find out exactly what happened at the end of that Q1 session. Simon.
Yes, I hope you can hear us now with the bikes coming past. But David, great to see two Ducatis go
Let
through.
me see here.
Really good to see Danilo go through. Andrea looked very angry. I'm guessing, tell me if I'm wrong, they were working together.
No.
Like Danilo
I think it's blocked to avoid spoilers, I suppose.
Honestly, on the second run, it was the case that Danilo was catching Dovizioso because Dovi was going out one lap earlier. He was already.
I want Mir to get a win.
He met Danilo on track, and Danilo
I think,
goes on the draft, it was
Batman,
absolutely
it's not better. We don't see shit. I haven't seen a race since they took
come on, he's a rider,
It's
he's
Mafia.
doing his best. So
I know, but they are gonna close my channel if I show the images, you know.
Yeah, thanks to Davide Tardozzi, the first
So I
lap
can
through.
explain my sensations, what I think it's gonna happen, but I can't show. I'm showing the sound of the commentators.
But just by chance, Danilo Petrucci exited pit lane as Dovi was then coming round. It's almost just wrong place, wrong time, unfortunately. But you cannot blame Danilo. I mean, like Tardozzi says, is what's Danilo supposed to do?
Vinales is very, very fast here. Okay.
Q2.
Let's see take the reference of first tire. Miller 47.6.
Good lap, exceptional lap, really good one.
47.6 Miller.
6.57 then.
And Vinales is improving. No,
Vinales' first lap is a
48.1.
Look at Morbidelli's speed as well.
48.1
Morbidelli's been
Vinales.
absolutely sensational so far this weekend. Picked himself up brilliantly after the disappointment of rare DNF in Le Mans last weekend when he's shown great rhythm. He's only going one way right now, Franco Morbidelli, and that's the top of the timesheets. He needs to nail this fall sector, which is where Miller was certainly strong. Cal Crutchlow putting together another excellent lap as well. You can't keep the Brit down, can you? Here comes Morbidelli then. Is this a pole lap from him? Not quite. How close was that?
47.6
of a second down on Jack Miller. What's that, about the width of a front tyre? Amazing, isn't it? Good laps coming in then from Alicia Spargaro, Cal Crutchlow, and Quattararo is obliterated.
Super fast, the Aprilia, how he's turning.
We go. Let's get these
The
guys
Aprilia
across
is
the
turning
line first, 'cause
super
there's some
good.
pretty special laps coming. For the time being, Alicia Spargaro on the Aprilia is on the front row, but that changes straight away. A 47.7
Crutchlow 47.7.
puts him in third, but look at these laps coming in from Fabio Quattararo and Jack Miller, who's just behind him.
He's following Quartararo.
Better.
22.0.
Look at this. He's half a second up through the first three sectors. He's had 9 Premier Class poles.
Super fast
This
Quartararo.
10th one, it would be by far his best.
And Vinales is coming very fast also.
And this morning at turn 14.
Great
He's
helicopter
dragging Miller around
view.
here. Quattararo will have
Quartararo is
position
gonna
for
make pole,
about
but I
a second
think
and a half, maybe.
Miller can improve it.
Quattararo then comes to the line.
Yes, 47.2, 47.4 Miller.
Miller lost it in that fourth sector.
47.2.
47.296. Brilliant lap time by him. He's a 10th, just over a 10th clear of Jack Miller. Maverick Vinales slots himself on the front row.
47.4 Vinales.
Awesome in those first 2 sectors. He's deep into sector
This
3 right
first
now.
row.
And he's close. He's down by just under half a 10th. Yeah, he's got to try and do it on his own as well. He's not got a reference up ahead of him, Franco Morbidelli. He needs to absolutely nail sector 4. Into turn 16 we go. Around turn 17 now. Last time he was a bit out of shape on the exit here. This looks a little bit better for him. A slight bit of movement there. Is this going to be pole for Morbidelli?
Not
800
47.3.
What a day it's been so far.
Vinales is on the money.
Fingernails left inside that Malaysian pit box. All the drama with Fabio
No,
Quartararo.
he went wide.
A heavy crash for him.
He lost it there, I
this
think.
morning. On course for pole position. Maverick Vinales, you can't rule him out. Potentially another Yamaha lockout of the front row of the grid. Good lap being put together here by the Spaniard. He was a bit deep into turn 8.
Yes, he lost half a second.
So this lap's gone for Maverick Vinales. He overshot on the brakes into turn 8. So in the first run, it's Quartararo, Morbidelli and Miller on the front row from Vinales, Crutchlow and Spargaro. Brilliant job on the Aprilia. Then it would be Mir 7th, Polispargaro 8th, and
Let's see if he can improve something, Mir, and he can get
11th and 12th. Now,
second row would be great.
But he could do with just
because Petrucci
and when you've seen his pace all weekend so far, particularly
Petrucci and
this strong point, you've got to feel that Mir will be
Banaya, I think
not to find himself inside that top 6. What a
no, and Miller,
Fabio Quartararo.
Petrucci and Miller.
It was only a few hours ago. He was in absolute agony, lying trackside.
They are going to be very uncomfortable
taken to the medical centre by ambulance. Yeah, here it is, just a few hours later,
behind them,
back to his seat in the Petronas Yamaha garage, wincing in pain as he tries
to sit
on that
chair.
I mean,
Quartararo got a big crash.
Pole position of his MotoGP career. Readying himself to go back
everything. Qué enfadado Dobby was, ha cabreado, pero mucho. It's not your fault, doing a good job. Thank you, Batman. Thank you very much. Yeah, last season I was showing the live timing and things, but they cut away everything. And I love it, and I'm gonna watch it anyways. So if someone wants to share, we need more people like you supporting this sport. Yes, it's a great sport. It's a great. I think Mir will be okay. Back a little. Let's see, because if they can go with the Yamahas, because it's gonna be a big difference who stays behind the Ducati of Miller, or even Petrucci, or even Marquez or Nakagami, that they have a lot of acceleration and they can brake super late, and it's very difficult to pass, even though you could be faster. So there's a big difference that if you are in front or behind the Ducatis or the Honda. So let's see what happened. There's right now there's only 4.5 minutes to go. This is the second run and last run for the pole.
Cool, calm, and collected.
So let's see.
He tries to fight for a second pole position.
Alex Marquez.
What about Alex Marquez? Well,
sorry.
And grip with that medium front tyre.
They're
often heading out again then with the medium front, including Cal Crutchlow, Aleix Espargaro, Alex Marquez. Franco Morbidelli's also on a medium front as well. Yeah, he is.
Oh,
big moment for Red.
Rins.
As he came out of turn 2 on the gas. That's going to cost him crucial rhythm to build up speed on that new soft rear tyre. Alex Marquez trying to do exactly the same thing. Find the limit with a soft rear tyre, which has been a bit of a weakness. You can see Joan Mir there, how hard he was pushing to get temperature in the tyres. That's Suzuki squirming underneath Mir.
There goes Maverick.
Joan Mir finds himself in the middle of a train.
Oh, now it's working.
Is that a good place to be? We'll find out shortly. 3.5 minutes.
Vinales red in the second. Vinales red.
Maverick Vinales, he loved to be on that front row. He would not want to get stuck early on behind Jack Miller. We saw Miller and Vinales engaged in a real strong battle last year. It went the way of Miller late on. Vinales unable to respond against the Ducati speed.
Vinales red on the third, super fast Vinales.
He's being followed by one of his
super fast. Now I can spoil again because I have a minute advantage in the future. Vinales is gonna obliterate this lap. Ooh!
Is he now? He's up in sector 2. Mir's dropped to 10th.
Vinales 47-1. 47-1. Vinales.
Yeah, that's very much a family affair in this stage of Q2.
This is provisional pole. Let's see who's improving.
A couple of spots ahead of Paul.
Quartararo lost the first sector. I don't think Quartararo can improve that. I don't think so. Let's see someone else.
It's going to be very, very close.
Ooh, Viñales red on the first sector again. Mir is improving in the first. Petrucci also following Mir.
Top spot in this session. He is 147.
125
from number 12.
Viñales is gonna win that race, I think, because he has been the fastest in any condition.
What's happened to Polispargo? Something's hanging down from the bottom of that motorcycle.
What's happening?
What has gone on here?
Oh, whoa! Wait, in the last minute.
Something wrong on circuit. What happened there? It looked like something was just.
What's happening? Why they stop in the middle of the line? Let's see.
Here you're looking at.
Morbidelli is improving in the third. They're gonna have one more lap, but I don't think the rubber of the tire is going to be. Third for Viñales, red on the third. Super fast Viñales again. And this is the last chance for Quartararo. Let's see. 20 seconds to go. Ooh, Quartararo is coming very fast in the first.
Now the brakes downhill into turn 12. Lose a bit of time in that second split.
Viñales 47.1 again. He repeated the same. I mean, a little bit faster, but let's see. Quartararo is the only one. Let's see how Quartararo goes through the second sector.
He's well down the back straight. We need to keep our eyes on the
Morbidelli is also red on the first. Quartararo is red in the second.
Morbidelli coming over the line now. Does he go fast? There's not quite 2 tenths in it. He stays in fourth. He gets one flying lap. Yeah, and what about Maverick Viñales? He's flying.
No, Viñales, I think he's done. He's done.
Improve on that 147, 125, 9 thousandths up he was through the third sector, and he's found more time.
Quartararo red on the third. Quartararo is, and I think Morbidelli is gonna do as well.
It might not be because Fabio Quartararo is almost 2 tenths up in sector 1. Here's the Frenchman now. Also up in sector 1 is his teammate Franco Morbidelli. Sensational commitment and bravery here by Fabio Quartararo. Nowhere near 100% fit after a couple of
pole by Quartararo, because Viñales is not improving. The only one who can take the pole from Quartararo is Morbidelli.
All safely done. He'll flick it hard left to turn 15, then try and get crucial drive and acceleration down this back straight. He's absolutely smashed the third sector as well. Quartararo on course for a remarkable pole position here. Look, you can't discount his teammate Morbidelli.
Pole by Quartararo. The winner is Quartararo.
If he gets this and nails this, it could even
Sorry for this spoiler, but
in Aragon. Here comes
no problem. It's gonna be a great race. It's gonna be a great race.
Yes, he does. And that looks like it's it. That looks like it's taken it away.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a great race because let's see the list again. The list is, let me make a photograph of this final. Everyone is with flag. Yeah, Alice is the last one to go through.
Can Morbidelli at least get himself on that front row? Cal Crutchlow on the front row. What a job by the
first row, Quartararo, Viñales, Crutchlow. Second row, Morbidelli, Miller, and Mir. This is the problem. Miller is going to be a big problem in the first laps. So let me make a photograph of this classification for tomorrow, and that's it.
Looks like at the moment he hangs on to 6, but it's all eyes on Nakagami here. Can Nakagami upset Juan Mir? Not quite. 7th. Mir's going to take that. I think he's going to be happy with the top 6. Cal Crutchlow's first front row since the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas last year. Brilliant performance by him. But what can you say about Fabio Quartararo?
Great thing.
On a stretcher, in agony, in the medical centre a few hours ago here in Motul and Aragon. He picks himself up, he dusts himself down, and he takes down another pole position in MotoGP. Double figures now for the Flying Frenchman. Viñales takes second place, less than half a tenth.
It's going to be a great race. Great race.
With Cal Crutchlow. Couple of real heroic rides there, Quartararo and Crutchlow. We could go down to pit lane. Petronas Yamaha SR team manager Wilco Zillenberg, I'm sure has got nothing but admiration and praise for his pole man, Fabio Quartararo.
Wow,
Simon.
Good one.
Go pole is always impressive, but to do it when he had to hobble to the bike after that crash this morning?
Yes, of course. That's why we're also quite happy with it. And actually, with both boys, because Franco made a bit of a mistake in the last corner. He went wide. But first and fourth, it's a great position to start. Congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome.
So
job
this is
there
it, man.
by-
This is it. So we're gonna end up with a surprise that I want to do before I say goodbye. So I'm gonna see you tomorrow probably. Everything unknown. We don't need anything or anyone. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you be with me and just forget the world? So thanks for being there. Thanks for sharing the excitement and the best motor show in the world. And I see you tomorrow. Batman, thank you. Diesel, thank you. C Wheel, thank you very much. And I see you tomorrow for the warm up. Okay. Well, you can go to MotoGP if you just want to comment what's happening or whatever to see how the day raises up tomorrow, and I will be happy to chat with you. Okay. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Tomorrow warm up.